Welcome to Webcertain TV. Paid search advertising dominates the largest Chinese search engine, Baidu, and it goes beyond just the paid search ads we're used to seeing and offers an alternative range of products to help businesses reach a Chinese audience. To talk to us specifically about one of these products, Brand Zone, I'm joined today by Christina Xu. Hi, Christina.
Gemma.
Hi, thank you for being here. So firstly, can you tell us what exactly is Brand Zone?
So Brand Zone is a product Baidu offer to online advertisers. Is working on a cost per time model, which is different from the traditional one we all know about, which paid search on CPC model.
Okay.
So here it will allow the advertisers to purchase a set of keywords up to like 100 keywords. They are all related to the brand or the product. For product, we mean something about the trademark rather than a really generic product.
Okay.
The ad will be triggered by the keyword which is selected in the list. So when someone do a search contains which already in the list of the keywords you purchased, it will trigger the ad. And the beauty of this Brand Zone product is it will take over basically the top of the search result page. So you will have a greater visibility here. Here I can show you an example that would be much easier to explain what it is.
Okay, great.
So here is an example from Tmall, which is the top e-commerce website from China. You can see I have highlighted two areas. One is on the left, the other one is on the right. They are both the Brand Zone ads. So basically, you are taking over the top half of the search page. And below the Brand Zone ads, we can see the standard paid search. So you can see from the Brand Zone ads, you basically lock all the attention on the top half of the page. Your eyes are triggered by the brand terms. However, with all these settings, if you can see like all different tabs, you can have brand logo, you can have image. Here I have another example from Caterpillar. Caterpillar is doing a great job here. We can see they even use the rich media. They use a video on the Brand Zone product to get people interact with the brand and have a different type of settings to send people to different area, different campaigns.
How exactly is Brand Zone then different when it comes to from an advertiser's point of view? To say pay-per-click, the usual pay-per-click.
Let's say start with the channel. They are on two different channels. So the standard paid search, you are on SEM channel, and for the Brand Zone, I'm not quite sure what's that channel phrase like, but on top of my head, I would think is the key account channel, and you need an additional application for that account. So you not really automatically run Brand Zone on the paid search account.
So Baidu very much separates them.
Yeah, it's
out. Different.
Yeah. And another thing, as we just mentioned, the payment model is different. If you are on the standard paid search, everything is on CPC model. But with the Brand Zone, you are on a cost per time model.
So you just buy the keywords for a set amount of time, and you'll own those keywords the whole time.
So normally it would run on monthly basis. So you have to subscribe that on monthly basis with the Baidu team.
Okay.
And as you can see, another difference would be the format of ads. How you structure all these ads on Baidu. With paid search, apparently you will have keywords, we also have keywords on Brand Zone, but you have different ad copies, different ad groups. With Brand Zone is kind of different. If you can see, here we got 4 templates. So here we have 4 different templates for different type of Brand Zone product to show. With the traditional CPC ads, you literally just the keywords, the title, and description.
And the size,
Yes, sometimes you may be able to include a small image, but with Brand Zone, you can put in animated banners, you can put in videos, you can include all sorts of settings. And on the right-hand side, most of the time people would use for seasonal promotions, what is going on, what's the offer at this time. So it's quite interesting. You use a brand as a channel and drive people to different part of your business.
So great. So, what are really the benefits of using Brand Zone, and when and why should brands consider doing that?
Well, brand traffic is important. I think there's no doubt. From the experience we can see, from our clients, most of clients have received a great conversion from the brand traffic. So it's a valuable traffic. You do not want your valuable traffic to go to other people, other advertisers, because certain, like say for instance, for an e-commerce site, they can run certain product or brand keywords from the supplier, right? So your traffic literally maybe just get lost there. Yeah. Someone else could win the traffic, which actually it's the benefit from your own brand.
It's your brand name.
You worked so hard to get the recognition in the market, so that would be a loss. And another thing we would mention is the great CTR from Brand Zone, because people will trust you more if this is a well-known brand and the Brand Zone.
That's particularly true in China, right?
Well, I would say it's also the same in South Korea, because we have seen similar product on Naver. So when people see this Brand Zone advertisement, it's more professional, and they are people are tend to click on these ads. From the research, we found out in general the paid search on CPC model, we are looking about CTR around 5% to 20% to start with. Well,
not too bad.
Especially for brand traffic. Yes, you have traffic, a great CTR there. But when you look at Brand Zone product, here we are talking about any click. It could be a set link. Yeah. We are talking about overall from 50% to 90%.
Wow. So if you appear in Brand Zone, it's very highly likely that they will then click on some part of your website.
And the traffic you receive, basically people already know your brand.
Yeah.
And you are driving all this quality traffic to different part of your business.
And allowing them to visit the part of the site that they maybe are most interested in themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And then, are there any restrictions as to kind of which brands can have a listing on Brand Zone? How does that work, and how easy is it to set up a campaign?
There isn't any a specification for requirement about this. Well, obviously you need to have the search volume for your brand to start with. Any advertiser can apply for the Brand Zone product, but obviously you have to own the brand to start with. You can't apply for Brand Zone to bid on some other companies' brand.
So it has to be your own trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just apply, and there are two levels of services on this Brand Zone product. So basically, it will suit the needs from the big international player or big national player and the small players.
Okay. So it's not just for big brands?
No, small brands can also bid on Brand Zone. So for the standard one, which is more or less used for the big brands, we are talking about media spend probably minimum £8,000 on the media spend every month.
Okay.
But it will cover all the IPs on Baidu. So not only we are talking about the traffic from China, and we are also talking about traffic served from overseas, as long as it's from Baidu.
Yeah.
And for the small players, Baidu also this mini version of a Brand Zone.
Yeah.
As you can tell, it's mini, so the scope is much smaller. Normally, you will be able to pick up to 20 keywords about your brand or about the product.
Yeah.
And you can choose up to 5 regions. Here, we are talking about provinces.
Okay.
Depends on what you want.
But you could pick the big, so you might choose Beijing, Shanghai, those areas. Yeah.
For small brand, if you are only talking about 20 keywords, and we are talking about cover 1 or 2 regions, the media cost is not so much. It would be around £2,000 per month.
Okay, so there are opportunities for smaller brands to at least try it out and see how it works and not have to spend a huge amount of money. And it's, I think you mentioned it's a monthly, bi-monthly, so you can just do it for 1 month, or you could do it for a year, every month you could do it.
I think the maximum the period of a contract is like 12 months.
Yeah.
You can sign up in one go, but I would recommend you
less than that.
Start from like just go out every month to see how it goes.
Yeah, and see what the performance is like. So you mentioned Caterpillar earlier when you were showing us an example. Which other international brands are already successfully using Brand Zone?
Well, we have done a couple of research here. I think I can also show you a couple of examples. So we will start from travel industry. So here you can see Agoda is actually doing this Brand Zone product. I can confirm with you everything is so fresh. I just grabbed the information today.
Okay.
So they are still running, not some old data. Also about Avis, they are running this Brand Zone product as well. As here you can see, it's the standard version of a Brand Zone. You got the information on left-hand side and also on right-hand side. We also did a couple of research on the fashion industry. So here we got Gucci. Again, it's on different kind of a template. As you can see, it's slightly different than the travel industry ones I just showed you. It's mainly based on what the clients would like to show to the audiences and what's the best for their brand.
So with the product, I guess you want to be showing images of the product and people want to be able to understand what it is that they're going to be buying.
Yeah, and here we got another example from the fashion industry, H&M. I would think it's not a big player.
Not in China, maybe. It's not the high-end kind of fashion brand we'd expect.
When we're talking about like Brand Zone, we always think, okay, luxury brand.
Yeah.
It's kind of, okay, they can't afford. But I was a little bit surprised as well to see H&M actually is using this Brand Zone to promote their brand. It was quite good, quite impressed. We also did a couple of research on the car industry. Here you can see Audi is doing this quite a fancy Brand Zone promotion at the moment. We also have BMW doing this similar type of a promotion. They all got videos to show you what's the car like.
Absolutely,
It's quite interesting. And the last example I have here is about Volvo. Again, for the car industry, they kind of follow quite similar structure. Yeah. They all have the video showing from that. So I think what they are trying to do here is from the moment they see your ads, they try to get engaged with the audiences.
So it's not just text, it's images, video, moving things.
Make it interesting, try to get the attention, try to get people to click on it. And they try to include different sort of information into different columns here. Well, I think it's quite clear. You can see all sorts of set links, even though you can't read Chinese, but you can see all these are clickable set links, sending people to different part of the campaign.
Yeah, and really making the most of having that whole area on the search results page. Okay, that's great. So just to finish off, what are your kind of top tips? What would you say to anybody thinking about starting a Brand Zone campaign that they should really think about?
I would think it's all come to evaluate the opportunity.
Okay.
So before you start, I'm sure everybody probably think the brand is the best to convert, but maybe you want to look into the revenue, the conversion actually you are getting from your brand terms and which region it is coming from in China, which is quite important before you commit with such a big bill on monthly basis. It's important to test to see if you can actually cover that cost if you are going to...
Or perhaps just pick the region where you know that you've got the most
and
interest.
Also we would suggest try out from the mini one if you can. Obviously, probably for some big brand, they are able to go straight away to the standard version. But for small, medium-sized companies, it's better to test with a small region, 1 or 2, a set of keywords like 20 to test out. At last, the only thing worth mentioning is for the Brand Zone product, the report, it doesn't really, let's say it's not as advanced as what they offer on the paid search.
Okay.
So you will only receive some information on the basic metrics. So the CPM, the CPC, the cost, all sorts of information.
Yeah.
If you want to track a conversion, you will need let's say third party or even Baidu tracking. You need to have
a separate tracking system. Yeah.
And you have to bear in mind it will not pick up the conversion, the performance on keyword level. Okay. It will be on the ad level. As you can see everywhere, we use the different set links. That's where you would need to set up your tracking.
Okay, so you have robust tracking in place if you really want to see how efficient it's been.
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much for telling us about that.
Thank you, Gemma.
Thanks.